See that van was not here at the time, that truck was not here at the time we were speaking to you earlier on. And this after threats by the community to protest against what they call is a crime-ridden community. We know that the informal settlement is riddled with crime, and they also say that gunshots are quite a norm here in this area. We're going to speak to the councillor, as we mentioned earlier, this time trying to find out what they are doing from their side. If you could just move closer towards us, Councillor Msimelelo Lobi, from the city of Johannesburg here. Councillor, quite a concerning situation that happened here from last night, this morning as well. Please talk us through some of the interventions you have for this kind of a tragedy.
Okay, some of the interventions that we had, there were 48, but in access holes, because those people are getting the access, they dig gold, and then they do 48 of those holes were closed. But the way they close it, it's just a capping. So you cap a hole, then they dig next to that cap. It goes back to normal. So that is the problem, because we need UDMR to come and close whatever shaft that are here. The Department of Minerals, they must come and close whatever that is here. And human settlement from national up until local, they must come here and remove this informal settlement. As we are, if you can see these white pillars, they are marking a gas. There's actually a gas pipe that is running here, highly pressurized gas pipe, and then there's illegal mining. Someone who just mines the gold and make money, who can just hit that pipe, what is going to happen? Main Reef is at risk. There's a sinkhole there by the corner at Main Reef. This informal settlement is totally dangerous.
When was your last engagement with the Department of Minerals and Resources?
My last engagement with the Department of Minerals, it was, I think it was last year, whereby they were reporting back how many holes, but already those holes, they were already opened. And we had an engagement with human settlement, our municipal human settlement, that is MMC Mlungisi Mabaso, who then came, and then we did last month oversight on whatever that is happening here, the sinkholes, the bases that are here. And then we did that oversight, and we gave MMC a homework that we need to, they need to at least give us timelines when are they going to remove Izampilo. And then he said, no, he's going to come back with the office, they go back, and then they will come back to us. So that was the last engagement after the 7 people who got shot last month.
So what I'm understanding now is that it's quite unsafe for the community of Zamimpilo to be here at this point. Anything regarding them moving out, your engagements with the community itself?
Yeah, okay. The engagement that we had with MMC was that can Zamimpilo be accommodated to the Southern Farm mega project, to say can they move some of people of Zamimpilo. Of which MMC then said that one it's impossible, but they will try and check it. But we trust even the current mayor, maybe there's something that is gonna happen, because the program that they're doing in the CBD, maybe they can do that program even here to try and relocate these people. And at the moment, we'll then escalate to the SABC to come and stabilize the shooting and the unsafety that is happening here. As the former minister Pekitele did, I think 2023, whereby the SABC was stationed here and everything was a bit quiet. Because the problem is that when these illegal miners start to fight amongst themselves, then they shoot our innocent people.
And let's try and speak economically now at this point. Do you know how much probably the municipality is losing due to this illegal mining for this specific area, if you have those figures for us?
No, I'm not sure specifically, but as you can see, there's infrastructure damage. There is a lot, because after Zamimpilo supposed to move to Pennyville, then it moved to a flare-off. I think 200 people, then they move to flare-off. There's another project that they need to move, of which that is 400. But those are small numbers if you can see the Zamimpilo that we have today. And the problem is that You can see there's a lot of shacks here. It's occupied by foreign nationals. There are people who get houses here, they sell their houses, they come back to Zamimpilo and rent it out their shacks. So we need to go back to where Zamimpilo was barricaded. It was barricaded, razor fence with red ends. No one was allowed to build anything. It was controlled. But on 2016, it was then those red ends were removed. If why, I don't know. But the mayor then, Herman Mashaba, said no, it's an expenditure. They are spending for nothing that they cannot afford. But now I think it's 10 times that expenditure that they were running for.
Thank you so much. That was Councillor Simelelo Lobi from the city of Johannesburg for this particular area, who raised quite a number of issues. According to him, the area was meant to be barricaded and no one should be here at this point due to the living conditions. And we also heard him saying that this particular area here where everyone just is walking, there's a gas tunnel under here, so quite unsafe, especially with the illegal mining taking place in this particular area. We also heard him saying that about 46 or 48 holes were closed. Entrances to this particular unused mine were closed, but it's quite easy for these illegal miners to gain access into those holes and go underneath. So we are also going to try and talk to the rest of the community members here who, from what we understand, we were told that they've been told that they need to leave the area. But what we understand from council at this point is that the place here, this informal settlement, is inundated with foreign nationals. At this point, we cannot verify that. There's no way to find that out at this point. But what you're seeing now on our screens are the markers showing where the gas tunnels are running. So that is quite unsafe because it's really close to the informal settlement here, the shacks that you see just next to these tunnels. So quite an unsafe area, not conducive for people to be living here at this point. We also understand that this was an unused land and the mushrooming of the shacks happened so fast, it was out of the control of the city of Johannesburg. What we understand at this point is that the city of Johannesburg and the councillor saying that they got in touch with the Department of Mineral Resources and Energy, trying to understand what they can do to assist them, as well as what they can do to ensure that the illegal miners do not have access to these mines. But this is not the first case this community has faced this way. Just last month, 7 people were shot in this particular area, also related to the illegal miners, the Zamazamas as we call them. So quite a concern here at this point. But fortunately, the family of the deceased have now left the crime scene and will now prepare to go and view the body of their father, as well as their brother. We also spoke to the son of the deceased, quite emotional, but I think quite a concern, an overall concern in this area being, why are there so many illegal miners saturated in one place, at a place where the department declared unfit for people to stay at? Those are some of the questions we need to be asking, and some of the answers that are demanded by the people here, but also for the people. They were given houses according to the councillor, but they then sell them to the people and come stay here, to other people and come stay here rather. So those are the challenges faced by our communities. That's their way of making money. And you'd also know that this informal settlement, there's almost an 80% unemployment rate here in this particular community. And those who are employed do odd jobs, and you'd also notice that quite a number of people are here on a work day. So that means these are the people who have nothing to do for the rest of the day, from what we understand. And we'll also speak to them a little bit later on. But my colleague Masabata and I will be taking it back to you in studio for now.
All right, Lopang, thank you very much for that reportage. Indeed, a lot of questions that need answers, among them being, where is Operation Valumkoti? Is it as effective as has been stated if you've got that level of illegal mining that continues in such a community, but also human settlements, to address the issue around housing for those community members that live there, and clearly some of them willing to be relocated to more decent houses? But